afternoon, Pokésports, and welcome to another VGC Battle Stadium Regulation D video, bringing you a Mesprit team. We've done every single other Pixie except for this one. And here we have a team by Weenie, also known as Ryan, on Discord. Thank you so much for submitting this team on Discord. Thank you so much for playing me with this team a couple of days back. I don't actually remember what team I was using, but I went against the Mesprit team, and it gave me such a hard time. Thankfully, we ended up coming out of the win on that, but I was still like having such a hard time against this Mesprit team. So I was like, you know what? Ryan thankfully found me later on. I was like, hey, I think I just played you. I was the one using Mesprit. I was like, you know what? Give me that team, man. I want to run it. I want to play it. So make sure to send Ryan some Pokésports love. I will make sure to link everything that I have that he has down below in the description as well. So the whole thought process of this team is to take advantage of Mesprit's physical defense and also special defense. It's tankiness, right? Take advantage of Mesprit's tankiness, have nothing but Mesprit be tank statted up, while also having Nasty Plot being your form of damage, right? You set up one or two Nasty Plots, you get Draining Kiss and Fairy Tera so that you can just stay on the field for as long as you possibly can and just keep wet noodling your opponent until eventually they go down. Now on top of that, you also have the Grimmsnarl here that sets the screens so that you can stay on the field even longer. The name of the game with Mesprit, stay on the field as long as you can. As long as you possibly can. So the rest of the team is just kind of built around making that happen. You have Ally Switch here on Giraffe. You have things like Trick Room for speed control. You also have Armor Tail so that they can't prioritize you. And then you have things like Landorus and Golden Go on the team as well for the late game sweeps. Anyway, if you guys are excited to see Mesprit here on the channel, hit the like button down below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And with that said, let's get on to today's video. 74 on the ladder. Okay, can Mesprit beat it? Maybe. All right, Matote, how are we gonna do this? Mesprit ain't the worst thing in the world. It's also not the greatest thing in the world. I do recognize that. Oh, Greg Jr., I love that name, by the way. I need to come up with something that can deal with their Among Us, and I'm not quite sure I have that on me. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Maybe Swagmaster might be the best way. All right, let's see. Let's see what our plan is. I think I'm gonna go Swagmaster. Maybe not. I think Big Papa and Mesprit. If I can stall the Among Us for at least a turn, I can maybe deal with it through just like a nasty plotted Psychic. I also have to realize that, hey, Chiyu's a Pokemon, and I'm gonna need ways around it. I think Scarf Landorus might be my best way around it. Also, just having the Intimidate spam on my side of the field might be the way. Now, as for the last Pokemon, I'm looking at Grim. I'm not loving it, though. It's also the second time I looked at Giraffe, but they really have no priority on their side of the field that I should worry about. I'm doing Giraffe. I'm doing Giraffe for a simple reason. And that reason is I get to be immune to Shadow Balls from their side of the field. I feel like otherwise I am not the greatest in the greatest of spots. Motote taking pictures of children on benches. No idea why. I like your beanie, though. Flooded Main Lander is going to be my opponent's lead. Not a crazy big deal. I don't love the Intimidate. But I think I'm in a pretty decent spot, especially against this Flooded Main here. Booster Energy, going to be the special attack. Got it. Now, I do have Heavy Slam. I think I'm going to click Heavy Slam. I think I'm going to Fairy Tera. And I think I'm going to click Nasty Plot. I'm going to try to get set up, right? Iron Hands nowadays have been running Heavy Slam, so it's possible that my opponent sees this happening. But you know what? They didn't click Fairy Tera. I have the advantage of saying, hey, you have no idea what Mesprit does. They're actually going to sub up. Oh, okay. Maybe they have a little bit of an idea what Mesprit does. I might get a free... I'm sad now. Okay, they taunted me. All right. Fine. Nothing happens this turn, unfortunately. And now that they see Heavy Slam, they probably are going to try to find a way around this. Now that I'm taunted too, my damage output is going to be incredibly mitigated. I'm going to swap in my own Landorus here. And I think I have to keep firing attacks into this Flutter Mane. Or else the Flutter Mane's going to get going. We don't want that either. If we can allow this Flutter Mane behind a sub, that might as well be the end of the game. Landorus, the one sleepy coming out. Gotta get the Intimidate on their Landorus. And they're just gonna Moonblast my Iron Hand spot. Okay. They must be very confident in living that. Moonblast followed by the Stomping Tantrum. Doesn't affect my Landorus, obviously, because I float. I got double floaties on the field. Gonna get the Psychic off on the Flutter Mane. Nice little decent amount of damage here. Nice little bit of damage. I'm Scarfed. They don't know that, though. So I'm going to Scarf Stomping Tantrum the Flutter Mane. I'm going to fire off another Psychic. I mean, maybe they know I'm Scarfed. I don't think they do, though. Yeah, they don't. Nice. This is a nice, cheap little KO on the Flutter Mane. Got rid of the Flutter Mane. Big threat neutralized from my opponent. As they U-turn. That's resisted, though, so no big deal. Whatever is coming in on that spot is going to take a Psychic. I pray it's not Chi-Yu. But knowing them, they're pretty good. Oh, it's Iron. Okay, fine. Amazing. Ideal. Beautiful. Here you go. Decent enough damage, man. Listen, Mesprit ain't that good. I'll take what I can get. If that's what I can get, I'll take it. And I'll run with it. Sending out Ursh, too. Yeah, it's a Watersh. All right, I got to switch out this Landorus. And I'm going to switch into my Farigiraf here. I pretty much get to pick and choose who I want to attack. But I also want a Nasty Plot instead. No, I'm going to attack. I'm going to go for the Ursh spot if I can. I got to chip this Ursh a little bit. The Iron Hands, I'm just gonna have to let the Iron Hands be in Iron Hands for a couple of minutes. No big deal. I get to stop any fake outs with this Farigiraf. All right, they just go for a straight Surging Strike. So thankfully we eat these, man. Mesprit, don't disrespect the Sprit. Look at this. Eating those up like it's no one's business. Gonna crack my Sitrus Bear. I might even take whatever this Iron Hand's gonna throw at me. Maybe even Heavy Slam. We'll see. Should be able to get to attack now. Nice big Psychic off. Crack the Urshi down to the Sash. We love that. Let's see what the Iron Hand's going to do. Heavy Slam. Okay, a little bit sad about that. But we're going to live. Surprisingly, we're going to live. Wow. Do we Trick Room? Do we Trick Room? Do we Trick Room? Do we Trick Room? No. I don't think we do. I'm just gonna Hyper Voice. I can't protect, so I might just let the Mesprit go down, as sad as that is. No, that's a lie. The Mesprit might be very, very useful in the late game against their side of the field. Specifically that Iron Hands. Let me just neutralize them. Lower their attacking stats with this Intimidate. Listen, we'll play this Mesprit game, man. We'll play it. I'll hold that Mesprit. That Mesprit is near and dear to me. Alright, they go for the Protect. Fine. Get the Hyper Voice off. Big damage, hopefully, onto the Iron Hands. Not really, but hey, damage is damage. They go for the Drain Punch. Not going to do too much thanks to the Intimidate, though. Not going to do too much at all. Keep in mind that we are Scarfed. This Farigiraf pins them pretty well. Because now I can go for a Psychic here onto the Iron Hands. And I get Stomping Tantrum the Urshifu. There's nothing they can do about it. Unless they do that, I guess. But I'm still going to take the... I'm still taking out their Iron Hands, so that's still okay. Right? Like, sure, that sucks. But I think I'm still coming out of this turn on top. Assuming I knock out the Iron Hands. Which is like Stab and Psychic and super effective. We'll see. Oh, come on. It's always 1 HP. It's always 1 HP. Obviously, I'm going to be able to knock out my Lando. That's a little sad. Okay. I have Fake Out now, though. We have faith in the fake out. They had a U-turn on their lander, so I'm going to assume that they are scarfed. I'm going to go for a hyper voice here. And just fake out their lando. If they swap in their Ursh, they are punished. Landers flinches, takes some Rocky Helmet damage, unfortunately. Gonna chip them with a little bit of hyper voice. Now, I'm wondering, do I sack the Mesprit off? I might. I also have ally switch. No, I hyper voice here. This is such a risky turn. If they double my Forage, I might be in trouble. Okay. Hard call, hard call. I think I go for the Ursh. They don't double my Fridge. Dang it, Ursh protects! I get free damage here, though. I get free damage. It's a lot of damage there, but it looks like they locked onto U-turn. I was going to chip them with the Rocky Helmet. As bad as it seems, I think I might have pulled this game off. They're both like 1 HP. I could have finished that Landers if I had the chance, but oh well. I think they have to double attack my for a Giraffe spot. So I'll just keep hyper voicing. Just keep putting pressure. Pressure after pressure after pressure. I still need to knock the Urshifu because that Urshifu is the one that has the priority for my Mesprit in the back. I can't have that. The Landers could have the spread moves though, but they're Rocky Helmet actually. They're not locked onto that U-turn. That's right. They are Rocky Helmet. I knew that. All right, they Surging Strikes my Iron Hands. It looks like I'm eating this up. Which means they might just U-turn my Giraffe spot again. As long as I knock out one of the two Pokemon. Oh no, they're Stomping Tantrum. Oh, we live at 14, baby. Not today. We're taking them out with Giraffe here. And we're beating number 76 on the ladder, Motote, with Mesprit. We did it. We succeeded. Defeated a good player with Mesprit. Hey, I'll take it, man. Video is made. Problem solved. GG's. Don't take pictures of children. That's weird. On to the next. Lily Cole. Also, hi, Basculegion. Basculegion with the Indeedor as well. My opponent has a spooky team. I think, at least. Spooky for me. I don't think I'll need the Giraffe because they have some form of psychic terrain on their side. I might just want Grimm here. Grimm might be good enough. Bring the Mesprit, bring the Grimm. Do we need the Swag Master with Steel Tera? It could come in handy. Definitely could come in handy. We just have to be careful with that Torkoal. Do we do Landers in the lead, though? No. Big Papa in the lead. We need a fake out option. We're going to leave old Greg Jr. behind. Bring in Big Papa the Iron Hands. Bring the business. That way we have a fake out option. We can fake out the Torkoal, fake out the Ligant. Hopefully stop one of them from doing the thing. As we're up against gens. I mean, there's a way. There's like a Covert Cloak set with Hisuian Lilligant and like a Ghost Tera Torkoal that you really can't stop it from doing its thing. But it looks like thankfully that's not going to happen right now. All right, Mesprit's on the field. Iron Hands on the field. I think we're in a pretty decent spot. I really want a Nasty Plot. I think I will Nasty Plot. And I'm Fire Tera too, so I'm in a pretty okay position. To just fire off a Fire Tera and then go for the Heavy Slam here. I'm going to have to take a Torkoal Eruption, but I don't even think Torkoal erupts here. I think they're going to put a lot of stock on this Fluttermane right now. They might even Helping Hand. They could overheat here. There's a lot of options for them. They could start Yawn spamming me. I think this kind of a Torkoal lead kind of signifies a more passive Torkoal. It's not going to be a, hey, I'm going to Eruption, because any little attack onto this Torkoal spot will mitigate that Eruption damage entirely. So I really do think they're just going to throw everything they have. Yeah, there's the Helping Hand. Everything they have into that Fluttermane. Let's see if they go for my Mesprit or not. They Gleam. That's fine. Was that a crit? Bro, that was no crit. Dang. Okay, well, there goes Mesprit. Like, here I am trying to showcase a Pokemon. My opponent's like, nah. Not today. Sorry. Well, then. Sure is bad. It's either Golden Go or Lando. I think I'm gonna go Lando. Basket Legion's coming out. Okay, I don't know what Basket Legion wants to do in the sun though. This Intimidate's gonna be useful. They have Terastallization still, which is concerning to say the least. Oh, there's the Eject Pact. They're gonna swap into something else. I'm assuming Lilligant. Did they bring a Lilligant? I'm not so sure that Torkoal wanted to swap out there. It is the Lilligant, okay. Lilligant gets to play the sleep game. You know what? I can't really stop it. So I'm going to U-turn on it. Yeah, I'm going to throw everything I have into Lilligant. One of my two Pokemon are going to hit this Lilligant right now. And I have two Pokemon weak to this Basket Legion on the field, but Basket Legion has Sun Up and is -1, so it's not the end of the world. I should be able to live at least one hit from this Basket Legion, if not two. See if we have enough juice here. See what my opponent even decides to do. Let's see if they hit the Sleep Powder. They withdraw the Basket Legion. Okay. So it's a good thing I doubled into this Lilligant right now. Torkoal's coming back on the field. They Sleep Powder, they connect, they hit the Lando. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. But hey, I get a free Drain Punch for what it's worth. Great damage, too. I'll tell you what, I think I still have to keep going for the Lilligant. Can I switch moves up? Or attempt to switch moves up? I can, because I never got to attack. Beautiful. But again, I have to keep going for the Lilligant. They're going to after you erupt. We just have to get rid of the Lilligant. I should be able to live one eruption, at least with the Iron Hands. I'm not so sure about anything else. Oh, they Solar Blade. Onto what? Iron Hands? Maybe predicting a swap here. Maybe they just have no other attack. Oh, no, it's onto Landorus. I mean, I was dying anyway, right? I think Landorus was going down no matter what. Here's another Drain Punch. Now I gotta eat a Torkoal Eruption. The good news is, if the Torkoal does have Overheat and not Eruption, though... it might be okay. Okay, they do have Eruption. Oh, Iron Hands does not care about that Eruption, though, dude. I ate that Eruption. I spat it right back out. All right, we have Golden Go now. That could be concerning. I'll be real. It depends on whether or not they outspeed. The bad news is I think they outspeed. All right, let's just wild charge the Basket Legion, and let's go for the Shadow Ball onto the Torkoal, and let's hope that they don't outspeed me and they don't smack me with the last respects, because a lot of their friends have died. A lot. Basket Legion isn't the fastest thing in the world, but I know that most people do build it to be as fast as possible. They're terastallizing right away. Okay. It's usually Water Tera when they do this, though. That's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate, actually. I went for the Wild Charge there. So now it's a resisted hit. And they outspeed with the last respect. But they go for the Iron Hands. We live at 14. Hold up. Shadow Ball into the Torkoal. Specs Shadow Ball into Torkoal. Great damage. Wild Charge is going to finish me off, though. I don't know. I think I still lose. I think I lose this, man. I'm so shocked that Mesprit was able to get one shot by helping hand boost the Dazzling Gleam. I don't know. Oh, and they go for the overheat. Yeah, GG for sure. If I went for Make It Rain there, I might have been in a lot better spot. There was a world that I won this. If I went for the Make It Rain and then a Drain Punch onto the Torkoal, I think I would have won that game. That last turn was very pivotal, and I kind of fumbled it there at the end. But GG's to my opponent. They were incredibly good. Regidrago. Well, it feels really good having a Fairy-type Mesprit. Not gonna lie, against Regidrago. They got Taunt on their side of the field. That being the Tornadus. They also have a Golden Go. That's a situation where it's not great being a Fairy-type. But, you know, we have options around it. We have a couple of options around it. I think setting up screens, especially against a super highly special attacky team, maybe even setting up dual screens is going to be the way. So I'm just going to bring Mesprit. I'm going to bring Old Greg Jr. I'm going to bring Landorus. And then maybe even Farigiraf? Nah. I'm honestly looking at late game. I think a late game Golden Go with the cleanup might be the way to go, man. If I can get all these Pokemon at near low enough HP, because like Mesprit's not getting any KOs. It'll get them low enough to where something else can KO them. But if I can get their whole team to very low HP, might be able to pick some things off with the Golden Go in the late game. Anyway, Regidrago is going to be my opponent's lead, followed by the Mimikyu. All right. Well, that's fine by me. What we're going to do is we're just going to set up Light Screen. And we are going to set up... I want a nasty... I will. I'm going to nasty plot. I'm greedy. I'm so greedy, man. I want this Mesprit to do something. I should be breaking their disguise, but I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm just going to let it be a thing. It's going to be there on the field. And hopefully not do too much. If it sets Trick Room, they end up helping me, so that's fine too. We're just going to leave it alone. Set up at least one nasty plot, and hopefully be fine. Oh, even better. Fine. I get now I definitely made the right play. They Shadow Sneak me. That's going to hurt, but not that much. I got 2 fairies on the field. Best of luck, opponent. Here's the issue now. They might go into their Golden Go. So instead of setting Reflect up, I'm going to go into my Landorus. And I'm going to leave this Regidrago alone. I don't think there's any way that this Regidrago stays on the field right now. So I'm just going to take the Draining Kiss into this Mimikyu. Break the disguise. Let the Regidrago swap out into the Golden Go. Have Landorus on the field to deal with the Golden Go. And then just work off of that. All right, Grimm's going to swap out. Wait, did they not swap their Regidrago? This is the look of concern. Got a lot of concern right now. They have Earth Power. Oh. I'm floating. And Play Rough. Okay, yeah, we're fine again. Look of concern, wiped off. I'm good. Do they not have... Oh, Rocky Helmet. Yikes. I guess they just don't have Golden Go in the back. Whatever. And so far, this Mimikyu has only gone for Play Rough and Shadow Sneak. I'm starting to think it doesn't have Trick Room. Could be wrong. I'm going to Stomping the Drago. I'm going to Draining Kiss the Drago. I'm going to throw everything I have at it. They swap in Golden Go, they swap in Golden Go. I don't think they do, because they would have done it last turn. Now, they could protect the Drago, and then, like, maybe Trick Room. Yeah. All right. But again, what are they going to do? Trick Room won't make it happen. Mesprit is the hardest counter to Regidrago. Okay, they went for a Play Rough Lando's avoids. Nothing changes here. Nothing changes at all. My opponent is refusing to switch, and I'm wondering why. Let's Stomping Tantrum and Draining Kiss. Again, throwing everything I have at this thing. Get rid of Regidrago. It's not a threat, but I'm going to make sure that it's not a threat. They're going to go for the double protect. They don't get it. Here's a Stomping Tantrum. It's going to do double damage now. If that was double damage, that's kind of disappointing. Play Rough onto the Lando. Not going to do any damage, in all honesty. Like, it's intimidated. I'm going to leave this Mimikyu right there. This Mimikyu can just keep doing whatever it thinks it's good at doing, and I won't touch it. It's fine. It's happy. It's going to keep Play Roughing. It's going to keep going for Shadow Sneaks. I don't mind. Be my guest. Now, what do they got? The Ursh. Hershey Dershey. Here's Urshi. Yeah, I'm going to go back into Grim, because I want to get this Intimidate cycled. Let's fire off a Psychic this time. Just for a little bit more oomph, you know? A little bit more damage. Guarantee that we at least break it down to its sash, if it has one. Alright, Shadow Sneak. It's a Mesprit, gonna chip me. Surging Strikes, we take that too, man. Mesprit is tanky. Mesprit sure is tanky. And if we can knock it down far, like, if we can knock this out here, that's huge. That's really huge. Psychic. Big damage. Get rid of it. And I think that might be Mesprit's first KO of the video here in game 3. All right. Goodbye. Mesprit's kicking. Fear the Mesprit. And again, back to our original strat. Ignore the Mimikyu. Gonna let the Mimikyu be itself. See who their final mon is. If it's Golden Go, I'll cry. You only have one option, Tom. There's only one choice. There it is. Rillaboom. Okay. I'm going to set up Reflect now. And I'm just going to click Protect. I don't want to get Fake Outed here. An unnecessary Fake Out followed by a very hard-hitting Play Rough might do me in. I don't know. Maybe. But I'm going to set Reflect. Only physical Pokemon left in the game. They go for the Play Rough. Into my Mesprit. Not going to knock me out. And Rillaboom didn't go for the Fake Out either. Just a straight Wood Hammer. Also into my Mesprit. Nice Protect there. And there they go. I was wondering when that was going to happen. Sayonara, Solomon. See you later. Thanks for coming. I mean, that turn, all I was going to do next turn was pretty much just locking the victory. Just Parting Shot into the Rilla. Swap in the Lando. They're both intimidated. Rilla's -2, and there's a Reflect up. There's nothing that they could have done there. Absolutely nothing. So I totally get that, DC. Regardless, if you guys enjoyed the Mesprit video, taking home 2 wins and 1 loss in today's video. First win was very commanding. This last win was also very commanding, but we got completely trampled in game 2. So, is Mesprit the greatest thing ever? Maybe not. Thank you so much, Ryan, for submitting this team on Pokésports. I greatly appreciate it. And I do remember that we played this team a couple of days ago on the channel, against it on the channel. And it gave me some trouble. Gave me a lot of trouble. So I was happy to go ahead and play it here in today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, hit the like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Have yourselves a great night. I'm Kevin, this is Pokésports. Peace out. Bye-bye.